H2 Overcomer, bringing you a message of uplift. And hopefully you will pass it on to someone else and it'll spread all around this world, because that's what we're about here. Inspiration, uplift, encouragement, and touching lives. So if you like it, please hit that little thumbs up, subscribe, and share. You all, this message is because I am not personally a proponent of the prosperity message. People that begin to let things and what they have define them. Well, we live in a world with the internet and social media where we constantly see people who pretend or propose to have. And of course, we want to have more. But let me tell you, I have been to places where there is nothing to steal. And that's a different kind of hungry. We know right now there are people today that will gladly eat the food that we discarded today. There are people that got up today that want nothing more than to get medical attention for their children, that will want nothing more than to just give a full meal to a child that's hungry and they can't. So the idea that we have isn't enough is really relative in the context of where you're born, which you have no control over. You were born where you're born, and we go forth and we do the best we can, but we really have no control completely over what we have. There's a saying, there's always somebody with a bigger boat. And if you've ever been around true wealthy people, you will realize that they're not necessarily the happiest people in the world either. So what we have to do is we have to try. And it's natural to want more. It's natural to want some comforts and the things now that we see. It's okay for that. But if you don't have, and if right now happens to be a tough moment, don't you be discouraged, because your situation can be temporary. Your mindset is what's permanent. And your outreach, your drive, those are the variables you can change, because the situation could be temporary, and maybe it's to teach you a lesson. And here is a saying I want you to remember and never forget. Don't let being broke break you. What you have in your pocket, what you have on your back, what you have in your garage, where you live, the job, people dating now that want to know how much you make, and it's numbers. People want to know how much you pay for your home. It's numbers. We all rank people, but don't let where that rank is rank you and tell you that you are less than or more than somebody else, because any given day, those things can change. So we have to hold on to the permanency, and the permanency is what's inside. You are not broke. You'll never be broke as long as he has you. I oftentimes say to people, my Father is rich in houses and land. He holds the whole world in the palm of his hands. And therefore, I'm going to refuse today believe that I am broke. Don't you let being broke break you. And from there, it inspires you. The whole world in the palm of his hands. The whole world. And we will overcome.